Hey there, Rockstar! Okay, your boy isn't the best. Oh my gosh. But no other reason no reason except that I'm alive! I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive! You know, it's quite funny how some people, they need like, just in case you see and does a tumble in the shower, but it's quite comical how some people, they need like brick and mortar reasons as to why someone can be happy. They can't just like exist in like the universe and like be smiling. It's very, very strange. Girl, are you set up right? Hopefully. We'll find out in a way, I'm sure. My gosh. Okay. So, I feel like this is great. I feel like I'm closing out season 1, as it were, into season 2, because this is all gonna be fun trade. But first, I'm gonna release some interim things. It's sort of like when a TV show is going from season 1 to season 2, and they have reruns. It's sort of like that, to be honest with you. Anyway, so let's talk about video game movies. So I actually love video game movies. I love the Persian movie. I love all the Lara Croft movies. I love them all in general, to be honest with you. I love Wreck-It Ralph. I love that was like a not necessarily a Pac-Man movie. It was more like a video game movie. It was who did I have in it? Not Ben Stiller. The same guy who was in Jack and Jill. I think that's one of his films. Yeah. Adam Sandler. Amazing actor. Amazing. But for me, I think that video game movies are more for fan service, not necessarily for critical acclaim or for like the greatest director's work or like even the greatest actor's work necessarily. Or even though they are amazing, like let that be known. But it's like some movies are just made for fun, sort of thing. There's some movies that I like. Legit, I like just things which just like exist just for fun and pure joy and entertainment. Things right now, at least, seem to be quite serious. They seem to have like quite a dark, serious undertone, and I'm getting away from that. I think I feel like I just want a world full of vividness, full of color, full of eccentricity, all those amazing things. So why is it that when you know what, this is why, oh my god, I knew I've said it before. But anyway, like, it's weird how, like, there's an app designed for friends, and, like, they seem to be, like, for these, just, whatever. Anyway, so, it's weird how, like, you can say to someone, hey, this movie looks pretty cool, I can't wait to see it. And for me, I'm truly just glad that they made a movie, because the thing about video game movies is that, like, deep fandoms seem to arise almost immediately, yet they didn't make movies out of them until like the 6th or 7th video game that comes out, and I'm like, why? Like literally why? Literally why? Because like, especially like maybe like you want to sort of release video game movies just after the peak, but companies tend to release video game movies to like revive the franchise, and it's like, but most times video game movies have nothing to do with the video games at all, sort of thing. Like they keep the concept, but like it's not like the hidden chapter. And like video games themselves have like loads of cutscenes in them, which make movies in their own right. So that's kind of works for me. But like the thing about Sonic the Hedgehog movie is that I'm just so grateful that they finally made a movie. I believe that Sonic the Hedgehog was at one point the fastest video game being sold of all time. I don't know why they made a Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, they made a Super Mario's movie before they made a Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Then again, I mean, looking at CGI, it's kind of obvious. But the thing is, though, about the Super Mario Bros. Movie, you can tell that so much heart and soul was put into that. You can tell that each and every one of the actors involved, each one of the set designers, each one of the people, each one of all the storylines, everything else. Like you see that, like the one with the yellow spikes playing Girl playing Bowser. That was just all kinds of ridiculous. It really is. It really was. For me, I'm all about fan service. I'm all about like, wow, they put in the effort. Like there are some movies which made which is just like absolute garbage, which no one should see. But like, I'm just grateful that that movies like that exist. That actually like want to put something forward, especially if it's like a video game, something which is literally like in the realms of complete make believe. Not in terms of fairy tales, not in terms of sci-fi, just complete someone just like thought one day, hey, let's make this character and like he can or she can or they can run and jump and like get power ups and those sorts of things, and then like that whole concept's being like condensed down into an hour and a half movie. I think that's an amazing skill to have. Shout out to all the movie studios out there. So why is it then when I put a Facebook status saying that, hey, like this movie's coming out, I like the movie, the trailer, can't wait to see it, blah 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 blah. People are like, oh, you're the only one who likes it. So, like, whenever I'm in the cinema watching a movie, I'm not quietly looking to the left and right, begging, pleading, and hoping that every single other person in the cinema complex, in the theatre room, likes the movie as deeply as I do. I'm not thinking that. I'm not thinking that at all. So, like, why is it then, like, my likes and dislikes of opinions are always being shut down like that? Yeah, but everyone else hates it. So, you really, you really think I'm the kind of person to walk around, like, wondering if everyone else likes the things that I like? You think that? Like, I'm okay just how I am. My opinions are my opinions. And it's like, it's just quite strange how it's like, not only that, like, it's not even like a formal discussion, like, oh wow, that's interesting how you like it. It's like, no, everyone else hates it. So why are you the exception? It's like, alright, chill. Like, chill your beans, like, it's fine. Other people can like different things. Like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But anyway, I'm looking forward to more video game movies coming out. I believe that an Assassin's Creed movie is coming out. I believe like all of these. Oh my gosh, all of these movies should come out like should have been out time ago. I think that 2020 is like the decade for video game movies in general. To be honest with you, but I don't know why a Call of Duty movie does not exist yet. I don't know why a Donkey Kong movie does not exist yet. I do not know why a Crash Bandicoot movie does not exist yet. Can you imagine that? That'd be Ayo, a Crash Bandicoot movie would be undone. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine like being in a can you imagine being like in a laboratory somewhere? I mean like a bandicoot. That's like the animal, right? Ayo, I've never seen a bandicoot before in my life. Legit, like I know one must exist, like surely, but like I can't even envision what a bandicoot would look like. And then the storyline would be like the Nitro. Yes! And then Dr. Cortex! Oh my gosh. And then Dr. Cortex could explore the Nitro, but like, you know what? Let's just he's studying animal psychology, right? Animal behaviour. And as part of his dissertation, his masters or even his undergrad, why not? Gosh, he like spills the nitro, or like he does like some like weird A/B test or something. Like, okay, I wonder, or like he just like feeds them this more food than the nitro gets spilled over. He goes home, comes back breaks up with his girlfriend because like he's a mad scientist. Comes back the next day, and then out comes Crash Bandicoot. Then Crash gets bored somehow, and then he creates all the other characters as well. And then that would be insane. Like I'm looking forward to the Tom and Jerry movie. My God, I'm looking forward to. There used to be there used to be a Looney Tunes movie. There was something similar to that, which the name has escaped me today. With Jessica Rabbit. But like, gosh, we need all of these movies coming out. And you know what? I'm grateful that big studios, are actually listening to the fans and the people. I think we're coming to that era where like they're actually making what we want. sort of thing. Not because like there's so much information out there as to what the people actually want, what people actually will actually put their money towards, sort of thing. So I just can't wait for this movie to come out. I can't. I want a Teen Titans movie, even though I believe that Cherries isn't this somewhere. But like I just need I need all of them to come all the way out. Like I'm looking forward to watching Powerpuff Girls. I've yet to see that. But what? Like movies and cartoons, which ones would make good movies? Which ones would make good live action shows? You know what I mean? Like I wonder why they couldn't have a sort of Tom and Jerry on the CW. Can you actually imagine that? Like like in New York or Seattle or somewhere. Or actually no, that would be like more suburban place, maybe like Wisconsin or somewhere, I think. You know. Anyway, like imagine I just can't I can't. I want a Care Bears live action movie. I want them all to come out. I want a Koenig Next Door movie. That could be a good TV show, actually. Yes, they remade They made a Kim Possible movie actually, which I think is quite good. To be honest, yeah. Even though I understand she's a high schooler, but I would just imagine. I would just imagine just the sort of things which they do. I'd imagine them being in their 20s, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think it makes sense why they're high schoolers because they were in high school sort of thing. Yeah, I want a film or movie too as well. Hey yo, if you're watching this, we want all those movies to come out. Legit. Even though they remade the Kim Possible theme song, Call Me, not that one, Nakamura. No, the original is good enough. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I want a Totally Spies movie. Now I'm daydreaming. I want Ben 10. I want a Foster Save from Imaginary Friends movie. Oh, that would be beautiful. That would be the movie that Inside Out could have been, to be honest with you. Now, I love Disney Pixar down, but they play it too safe, I feel. I mean, it's funny, it's what it's for, but anyway. So that's it for me today. Gosh, I love a throwback. Hey yo, a throwback and fan service will always be successful. Always. Always, always, always. You know what I mean though? Who does not love when you feel like you're being listened to? Who doesn't love nostalgia? You know what I mean? Gosh. That's all kinds of amazing. All kinds of amazing. Fairly Odd Parents. Oh my gosh, Jimmy Neutron. Imagine that, why have they not been made into movies yet? They have, 5 SpongeBob movies, and you'll give me a Jimmy Neutron. Make the movie! You can just, click your fingers and it can be done. But still, hello, it's time. Anyway, this is for me. Oh, by the way, make sure to leave you like that, just in case, girl. Anyway, that's for me, so, bye.